Runes in Elden Ring are what Souls were to Dark Souls, basically the backbone of all progression. They're used for vendor purchases, upgrading your weapons, and of course, leveling. So if you're curious on how to get a lot of runes really quick, then this video should help. The first thing you'll want to do is travel to East Limgrave to the Third Church of Marika. Even if you don't have the map, it's right on the main pathway, so it's fairly easy to find. It's also the same location you'll find the Flask of Wondrous Physic. If you do want the map though, travel south from the church down the path where you'll eventually find it near some large trees. Watch out for bears though. Okay, back to the Third Church of Marika. From here, you're going to travel north to a nearby river. You can see it here marked on my map. Follow the river to its eastern end, and hidden in some shrubbery is a portal. Take the portal, which will teleport you to the Bestial Sanctum. Once here, you'll notice you've spawned behind an incredibly tough world boss called Black Blade Kindred. We aren't even going to worry about this guy, so don't fret. Instead, you'll want to turn around and open the giant doors that lead to a safe area where you'll find a Site of Grace. Once you've activated it, it's time to start farming. Once again, we're going to pass up the big boss and instead jump off the side of the balcony. The enemies we're after are much tinier. So tiny, in fact, that they're sometimes easy to miss. But once you take one down, you'll see they grant you about 1,000 runes apiece. That's a lot, especially in early game, for a single mob. And that's basically it. You've now got yourself a pretty expansive farming area to take down some enemies for a big reward. A couple more cool things about this area are, once you've done a bit of exploring, you'll find another Site of Grace down by the bridge, which gives you a spot closer to the action without having to go around the world boss. Also, right in front of that boss, but far enough away where you won't aggro him, is a golden seed, which will give you another sacred flask charge. There's a few things to note about these little guys. For one, they're pretty easy to kill. They only have about 1,000 health, and they can be backstabbed, you can easily stealth up to them, and they stagger a lot from continuous attacks. They're also pretty spread out, so there won't be a lot of instances where you'll need to fight more than one. This area is also open to Ash summons, so maybe run around with a pack of wolves to keep them from only going after you. Some things to watch out for though. There is a chance you could be a bit underpowered to take them out without them getting a chance to cause some trouble, so maybe give it a try and see how hard they are. If they seem a bit tough, maybe come back in a few levels. You've already activated the Site of Grace, so fast traveling back would be a breeze. I was easily taking them down with my Astrologer at level 27. I then switched to my level 16 Vagabond, and sure, they were a bit harder, but some stealthing and backstabs easily did the trick. The main reason you want to kill them fast is, they do quite a bit of damage. Nothing some dodge rolls or blocks can't help with, but taking just a single hit at even levels 30 and 40 can result in an instant death. Also, like I said earlier, they are mostly spread out, but there are a couple of sections where a few of them group up, and being so tiny and dark in such a rainy, shadowy area can lead you to missing one, which could cause you to have to fight more than one at a time, which is a stressful situation if you're lower level. But always remember, this is Elden Ring. If you die, jump on Torrent and beeline straight for your lost runes. Also, don't forget that once you get to 5, 10, 20k runes, whatever you're comfortable holding, you can easily just fast travel back to the Site of Grace to level up, or teleport to one of the many vendors to spend them on some goodies. Remember, these guys drop 1,000 runes apiece, so if you find a vendor item that's 5,000 runes, just fast travel here and kill 5 dudes. Easy. And that's it. Please shout out in the comments below if this video helped you, and for much more on Elden Ring, check out our constantly growing wiki over on IGN.com. And of course, for everything else video games, stick with IGN.